I can't even stream, man. It just sucks. I just want to stream something, man. Well, I guess no intro for you guys. Yay. This is so frustrating, bro, and I can't control it. That's the worst part. I can't control if it glitches or not. Because my Xbox is being stupid. And yes, I'm going to stay on my stream from now on so it doesn't glitch. So like I said earlier, before I was rudely interrupted by my stream absolutely dying on itself, was that they have a bracket going on where the prize is $100. That is something that they are really, I guess, interested in. It's been something that they want for a while. It is the highest prize pool for the series in series history, so it's definitely going to be a fun one tonight. But again, aggressive driving is going to be the factor tonight. If you are overly aggressive, it will cause people to get pissed. And the bracket, I will go over the bracket real quick. Joey, aka R4D, versus Bush, the 47. Banjo versus Wyatt, outsider. Then we got Rory versus Stein. That, I feel like if Stein shows up and Rory, I don't know if Roars is in the field right now. He is, okay. Where is Stein? Is Stein in the field? Not as of this moment, so Stein is going to be out for tonight. That is a key factor out. So I would say Rory's got a free bye this week. Next up is Brandon, aka the 5 car, who's been really good this season. He is cursed though. He's a 5 car in a Toyota. Colk has been really impressive, but he is a Toyota. This is cursed. I will continue to say that throughout this season. The 5 car should not be a Toyota. But, you know, he likes to make it. And he's going against someone who, really, I think, this might be an upset. I really do think, Yoshi is in the field, by the way. I really do think Slurp will upset. There could be an upset alert tonight between Slurp and Colk, but I don't know. Slurp has been inconsistent with the finishes, whereas Colk has been really competitive throughout the night and throughout the stages. Next up on the right side of the bracket is Yoshi Racing, aka Parker, and he's going against Rubber, the 88 machine. Nigel and Reagan, that's going to be a really good one. They're really competitive, really close to one another. Wesley and that guy Ty, that's going to be a fun one. James, aka Melodramatic, and Kevin Yu in the 99, the 21 and 99. That's also going to be a really good battle. And we're going to see how it's run tonight. Roar's your last week's winner. He was really good at the road course. I remember what he said in the interview. He practiced a ton in, I guess, against AI, etc. And it worked out beautifully for him. This is the throwback scheme tonight. He is in the 80... What number is he tonight? He's in the 28. I think it's 28. Yes, that is 28 tonight. Yes, I am staying on my stream as of now to keep up with making sure it doesn't crash, etc. Who is gonna be on pole? Da-da-da. Your pole sitter for the Frank's Cup Series race from Darlington. Who is going to qualify for the throwback weekend of the series? Pole tonight is Yoshi Racing. I knew it. I told you guys earlier, Gateway could be a preview for this race, as the quick guys are going to start up front. Second is R4D. Third is Kevin Yu. Fourth is Burnin' Rubber. Good qualifying by the 88. Who is fifth? Outsider. Banjo, Slurp, and then Wesley and Nigel and Reagan Boy rounds out your top 10. Melodramatic starting 13th. Interesting. But yeah, I'm going to let him restart it. Everyone is going to make the show 23 for tonight's event. It's going to be a wacky and fun one. Yoshi Racing, though, on pole. Gateway winner. The race I missed for the series. Congrats to him as he's starting off where he needs to tonight, as he's got to beat Rubba, who also qualified, by the way, inside the top 5. So those two are going to be very competitive if they can hold that position all night long. It's going to be a fun one. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. What the fuck? Okay, we're still good. Dude, I am so worried about my stream now. Okay. Alright, we're gonna stop worrying about it. Now we're gonna go over to Yoshi Racing's point of view. His for some wacky reason, he doesn't play with like audio on his cars, but he still qualifies really well. We're gonna wait for a few seconds as I got the invite, but I don't know if they're in the lobby yet. I'm gonna wait for Yoshi to get in there. Alright, we're gonna join up now. Alright, we're joining up. We're gonna get this rocking and rolling. We got 25 in the event. Yoshi 1724, aka the actual, there's the 2 Yoshis in the field, so keep that in mind when you guys are watching tonight. It's throwback weekend for the Frank's Cup Series. They warned me a little bit about this race. Whereas I'm like, as long as you're patient, man, you won't have that many issues. It's a night race. It's gonna be tight, but you guys can do it. Patience is the key. Turn 1, don't be overly aggressive. Do not send it on someone's inside. You got to make your moves in 3 and 4, in my opinion, if you're going to make them, and make them clean if possible. Here we go from Darlington Raceway. On pole, Parker, a.k.a. Yoshi Racing. It's going to have a fun night of racing. It will go one of 2 ways, but Yoshi Racing in the Flex Seal machine alongside R4D in the 38. Here we go. We are underway from Darlington. What green flag is in the air. In stage 1, we're going to have see how many laps is in the stage. It is 57 laps of stage 1. Kevin Yu moved around R4D as Burning Rubber is trying to make a move for 3rd. Oh, someone's sliding up in the wall a little bit. That's the 8 of Outsider as he's going to be sent 3 wide. Here comes Slurp and the 45 of Wesley. Oh no, here comes the 45 of Nigel, my apologies. I keep getting them mixed up. 19 is right behind him, actually. So that is my bad, guys. And Banjo is up to 5th. He's been a solid contender all season long in the series. Last week, he had his best finish of the year. Finished 2nd to Roars. But he's looking to get redemption tonight, as Roars is also back here. So we have a wreck in the back. Let me get an update. Rampage Mayer involved. Moyer involved. 47 involved. Yoshi may have been involved. Boston involved, but no caution called, as they're going to keep it green. Top 3 are under a blanket as we see the 45 of Nigel making the move for 4th. He completes the move. He's up to 4th. He sits top 5 in points for a reason. He's been very competitive throughout the season. Hasn't got a win yet, but I've been seeing a lot of progress out of that 45 so far. Been one of those guys who is just consistent as... Oh, tapping the wall. Here comes Kevin Yu. As they stay in line, back there into the wall they go. That had really affected... I think that's R4D in the 38. Yeah, he got really affected by the checkup, and it costed him 2 spots to Burning Rubber and Banjo, as the 8 car of Outsider and the 19 of, I think that's Wesley, trying to get to the inside of Slurp, making the move on him. As they're coming off the corner, you see Wesley in the 19. 1:35, and Nigel now is falling back a little bit as the 2-car of Savage qualified out back. He's just trying to have good rain. Reagan having a rough night so far, but it's very early on in stage 1. Fuel is at 31 for your leader. 31 and 52, so they're gonna have one pit stop in stage 1, at least. Oh, Wesley making a move to outsider. He made contact. Outsider keeps it straight. Here comes Wars. Wars trying to make a move on outsider now. Nigel ahead of him as they make a little contact in the middle of 1 and 2. So outsider's going to be stuck on the outside lane as Mello's going to make the dive underneath him. And he's going to complete the pass, maybe. He does. He takes over that spot from outsider. I think this is just inside the top 10. As Savage is also making his way slowly but surely through the field. Alright, we're going to go back up front. As the top 3 are under a blanket. Oh, Parker gets a little free. Here comes a lead change. Kevin Yu to the lead. Parker got a little free off of 1 and 2. Cost him 2 spots, potentially his burning rubber. His bracket tourney competition is battling him right now in the 88. It's only stage 1 though, so they can be a little bit less aggressive. Oh, Yoshi almost slid into the wall there. On board with the 88 of Vernon. Does he lay the crown horn? He lets him go. So now they gotta work together to get back up. Oh, Yoshi in the wall! And they keep it straight. As we might have some lap traffic, if they don't get out of the way, they can fight. Oh, Yoshi in the wall again. Just too high into 1. As R4D, I think that's the 34 Banjo, were able to capitalize. So Vernon is now hanging on as Kevin Yu scraped the wall. Lap car! Lap car just did a barrel! And that's going to cost the leader! The big one behind him! I said earlier there was lap cars, and they definitely just affected Kevin Yu. The leader goes from leading the race to potentially outside the top 15. Purchasing timeshares? What? Hello, Mets. That was a big one. How you guys doing today? I just in my chat. You're Patrick. Alright, Patrick, you continue. You have fun, Patrick. Mets won a race and officially gave his account away. Sad times. Alright, as you can see, Trusting Banjo now is your new leader after the situation with Kevin Yu. That affected him, fell him all the way back to 4th. Oh, to the inside they go as they're, oh God, Burning just got slapped in the wall. As they're all jumbled up now, this is the problem. There's no patience being observed as Roars goes around in the back. They gotta be a little bit more patient. Restarts are gonna be aggressive here. You just gotta realize that you can't move into places where there's not a spot to go. But luckily for them, not a lot of people went around, and sadly for someone, it costed them their stage. Oh, 30 cents to Reagan, and Outsider very slow as Savage is on the apron. Oh, lagging! Outsider, Jesus Christ! Outsider just lagged into the Reagan and Savage. As we have a battle for 5th is on. Parker and Roars. I don't know what's going on. I think there's major lag. I might be tripping. Yeah, Yoshi's ahead of Roars. I'm just laughing at that. Where is it? Alright. Uh, 36, so by the time we go green, Patrick, as I'm gonna call you from now on, Mets, it's gonna be close to a fuel cycle. Very close to a fuel cycle. Nigel actually stayed out his outsider already down to the apron. He might be having a little lag issues as they're already 3 wide entering the corner. This is not a good sign. But luckily they kept it straight. As they're scraping the wall back here. Oh, we see someone all the way down to the apron. As Nigel Speed is your new leader. He did some pit strategy as the other car behind him. I think that might, I don't know who that is. Who is right behind him? As they're all jumbled up back here though. Look at this mess of cars just everywhere and nowhere at the same time as they're all just stumbling and bumbling into one another. Oh, someone around. I think that's a black car. I don't know who that is as they go around again. No, they saved it. That is Lysick and the 91 who stayed out as well. But now Wesley is taking advantage as Savage is getting blocked to the apron. The 47, 24 saves it. That's Yoshi. Savage is going to be entering super low. 51. Mayer. Into the wall he goes. Just keep it straight, boys. All right. Let's get back into the leaders. As now, Wesley and the 38 of R4D, instead of that huge pack, these guys are up front and hunting down the 45 of Nigel, who is on a little bit older tires. See on board with him. Is he going to have to give him a little bit of a bumper? Old 38's going to look for a dive underneath him, so if he can't make the move efficiently, R4D might take the spot. So he's got to make his move around Nigel in the 3 and 4 pretty efficiently and pretty quickly, so he's going to gain a ton in 1. Here we go, off of 1 and 2. As Kevin Yu is back into the fight as they're still getting free back here. Oh, there they go. Into the wall they go. Banjo in this pack, the 91. A little bit older tires. As they're now stacking up behind the 45. Here comes the move from the 19. Into the wall, the 45 goes. He luckily kept it straight. Wesley at the checkup. Here comes R4D. He's to the lead. Kevin Yu also takes third. R4D to the lead. That is something that we've said a lot this season, and he continues that trend. 19 was also, he tried to capitalize but had the check up outside the corner. Here comes another move from the 19. He's going to get to the back bumper, ending 3 and 4 here. Let's see if he uses it. He backs it up, so Kevin Yu is going to be, oh, whoa, he drove a center. Here comes the move, side by side down the back stretch, through the front stretch. Kevin Yu is going to be a factor as they head into 1 and 2. They're going to be so slow side by side entering this corner unless Wesley can clear him. He does. Here comes Kevin Yu. He's going to clear as well. He had to check up. R40 had to check up there, and that cost him a ton of time. A lap check real quick for you guys. As Roars is also roaring his way through the field. He's up to 6th after qualifying pretty poorly tonight. R4D making the dive back to the inside of the 99 of Kevin. On the apron, he's a little bit, as he kept it straight there. There could be differentiating strategies, I feel like, here. Ooh, Nigel making a dive back on R4D. Little ambitious, but it may work, as the 95 of Slurp is also inside the top 5, sitting there in 5th. I'm gonna get a lap check real quick. 30 to go. So you only had to save about 3 laps of fuel, and how this field has been going right now, I think we're gonna have one more caution as the 19 gets a little free. Ooh, I wanted to get the leader's point of view. There we go, Kevin Yu. He took the lead a little bit ago. Nigel now has to catch him again. I think he's in range. This is going to be a competitive stage if they can continue up as he taps the wall there, slowed him up a little bit, hit the tap the wall as the 45 and Nigel gets loose. Gets a little loose back there, he keeps it straight, but Wesley's all over the 99 now. Alright, I'm going to settle down, sit down, chillax, as we like to say, as Wesley and them, our company, are still neck and neck. It's so close between them. As they have to check up a tiny bit, and we can see back there the battle for 4th is heating up as well. Slurp is now going to be on all over the back bumper. Yoshi Racing is not going to be patient here, so he's going to make a dive underneath Slurp. As the 45 is now holding up all 3 of these cars. Low contact between Yoshi and Slurp as he's going to clear him. Now the real question is, as Roars also got around Slurp with the move from Yoshi. So is he going to try to capitalize on Yoshi being a little aggressive and try to take that spot as well? Maybe they work together here to get back up to the front 2. Or front 4, my apologies. As they're now dueling between themselves as Nigel is still looking for moves. Alright, though. Oh, they keep it straight, Outsider and company. Those are cars in the rear of the field just dueling between themselves. Alright, let's get back up to the lead. Kevin Yu is doing exactly what he did earlier. Before he had a lap car coming his way and wreck in front of him, he was dominant, pulled away from the field. It was really impressive early on, and he's doing it again. They are together, they're compact, they're pushing one another. Oh, he saves it! That was Nigel. As he's now in the mix of Yoshi Racing and company. Slurp slides up the track, had to check up there. Nigel also got a little free. Lap car in the way. How efficiently can Kevin Yu get around him? He's got to catch him into 3 and 4 if he can. Oh, the 91 in the wall. Got to get off the racing surface. Here they go. As they're going to try to get around the 91 on the front stretch. Good job by the 91. Keep out of the way! Oh my god, he's around the field! They went a little lower than possible, and then 91 spun out in front of him. Oh, the 99 had to check up. Kevin Yu checked up a tiny bit as they're keeping it straight back here. They're still getting a little free. Little antsy as a lap car got in the way again. Roars is trying to capitalize. He's got around Nigel and another car as well because of that incident. So R4D now has fallen all the way back outside the top 5, around 6th. The top 7 are under a blanket. As Yoshi Racing is now up to 3rd. Caution is out. Manual caution or relaxed caution is out. I would love to know who's involved. I would assume the 91, he's out. 91's out. This resets the field, and this makes them good on fuel. They are now officially no need to save. You don't need to save any type of fuel. Remember, there's no damage in this series, so why am I looking for damage? I don't really know. I'm not going to find anything, you dumbass. I keep forgetting that fact. Here we go. For the restart in stage number 1, here we go. The 19 to the lead, Kevin Yu back to 3rd. Good restart by the one car of Yoshi Racing on the top. Can be side by side, entering 1 and 2. Can they exit side by side, exiting 2? As they're getting a little wally back there, Wesley clears them. Here we go to 3 and 4. This is where the action's going to pick up. You can already see them on the apron. That's not going to end well for some people. As now, we're going to be entering when we cross the line. It's going to be a duel to the finish. Racing up front's been really, really good between the top 5, I think, in my opinion. There's been some bumping and banging. We have 17 to go in stage 1. Wesley, your leader. 2nd place is the one car of Yoshi Racing. In 3rd is the 99 of Kevin. 4th is Roars, last week's winner, and 5th is Nigel. 6th is R4D. 6th and 7th is Burning Rubber. And it was Slurp, if I'm not mistaken, but something must have happened. Okay. It is melodramatic. I'm trying to get the order. We can see the 11 car back here. Oh, they're slapping in the wall back there. R4D, the 95 of Slurp. Yeah, it's them and company. Burning. And behind them, I think that's the 82 of that guy, Ty. It has clawed his way back inside the top 10. I think only the top 5 in this series get stage points. The Savage is making a move back there. He wasn't able to do it on the 60. Still trying to make that move on him. But now it's a top 5. We might have the top 7 under a blanket very soon, as they're all going to be racing for positions. Here we go into 1 and 2. 14 to go. Throwback scheme for Wesley. I think this is one of his original schemes. I gotta double check in the Instagram, but I remember him mentioning it. '82, that guy Ty's also a throwback scheme, by the way. Where is he at the moment? This is a throwback scheme, and it looks pretty nice, I would say. As the 68 is making a dive underneath him, that flare. Can he complete the pass? He does. Good pass by Flair there. Big Polk in the 5 car. 12 car of Epic Gamer also in a throwback scheme. To Mark Martin. Looks good. Alright, we're going to go back into our leader. Oh, they're on the back bumper of Nigel, or Wesley. Wesley is being challenged by the one car of Yoshi Racing. Roars is up to 4th. He continues to run in that spot. So now Wesley has competition in stage 1. It's been very, very competitive. I've loved the racing up front. It's been really good so far. I'm enjoying it. Oh, into the wall. Roars goes a little bit back there for 4th. As they continue to just be single file racing. I don't expect a lot of high risk moves early on in this race. I think, well, yes, we're going to see some. I don't think it's worth it. You're going to probably ruin your race, and we only have 10 laps to go in stage 1. As the field is starting to spread out. Oh, Yoshi gets a little free as soon as I say something. Sorry, I guess I'm yawning a little bit. I'm a little tired. Oh, Roars sends it a little bit too hard. Nigel making the bottom work for him. Cannot get underneath Roars as the top 5 are now pulling away a little bit from the 38 of R4D back there in 6th. There are 3 packs in this race right now, and speed difference is, you can tell there's a little speed difference. The Savage is all alone. He's alone at the moment. See Burning Rubber in the 2nd pack just trying to get back up front any chance they can, and it's really not working at the moment, but he's really hoping he can, because it'd be fun to have at least 7 to 8 cars, but it might be a little bit more chaotic than it is at the moment. Alright, so with these, oh, here comes the move! Yoshi Racing, Wesley got a little loose off the corner, side by side for the lead. Oh, Wesley slides up into 1 car. Yoshi Racing gets the momentum! He somehow clears them in 3. The wall bounce to the lead. He kept it straight, kept his foot in it, and he steals the lead for Wesley. It's just like that pass in the grass from earlier in the season. Just a lot less aggressive, and it worked again. Contact, wall tap, kept his foot in it, and still took the lead. What a move. As Roars is running high, taps the wall there, is going to lead the 2nd back into his back bumper. That is for 5th for Nigel. As Yoshi was able to get around him, the 19. That's a key spot. He wants to be in control at the end of the stage. I think you want to be the leader. Now, we know Wesley's aggressive. How aggressive is Wesley willing to get for a stage win? I don't know. We'll see at the end here, as we're going to enter about 6 to go across the line. Here we go. Down the back stretch. It's been very clean, I would say. Maybe a little contact between the top 5. I think out back, they've been able to keep it relatively clean. The packs have spread out though. So that has been something that it's been able to watch as we're entering 4 laps to go in stage 1. The laps are dwindling. The top 3 are under a blanket now as 4th place is starting to fall off. A little bit off of the top 3. Here comes Wesley with a run through 1 and 2. He's going to get to the back bumper of the 19. Kevin Yu has also led a ton of laps in stage 1 after getting wrecked by a lap car, got his position back, lost the lead again. He sits in 3rd. Roars is looking for them to make another mistake between the 3 of them and potentially steal a stage from all 3. As Yoshi Racing is leading in stage 1 with 3 laps to go. Here comes Wesley, get a run off of 2. Can he make the move? He's going to decide to settle in. Oh, to the outside he goes, a little contact with Parker. Here comes the 99. Wesley tried to come down. Kevin Yu took it. Kevin Yu to 2nd. He had to take it. He did. 2 laps to go in stage 1. Kevin Yu took the spot as Parker slides up the track a little bit. So Yoshi continues to lead, but there's a swap for 2nd as 3rd is now the 19 of Wesley as we're coming to white flag for stage number 1 at Darlington. It's been a pretty clean battle between the top 3 as we're white flag in stage number 1. Here we go through 1 and 2 for the final time in stage 1. Oh, bad corner by the 9 from the 1. The 99's gonna get to the back bumper of him. Here we go down the backstretch for the final time. 99's gonna have the inside if he sends it. Here we go, 3 and 4 for the last time in stage 1. It's not gonna be enough, and the 1 car of Yoshi Racing gets it done in stage 1. Kevin Yu's out of fuel. I don't know if he maybe let Wesley by, but he ran out of fuel as Wesley's still 2nd. 3rd is Kevin Yu. 4th is Roars, and then Nigel, your top 5 in stage 1. 6th is going to be R4D, Slurp 7th, 8th Banjo, 9th Savage, 10th Burning Rubber. Kevin Yu definitely has some speed. I'm going to be looking out for that guy. He has speed. Oh no, we have threats in the Instagram chat, guys. They might kill one another. Here we go. Green flag is in the air for stage number 2. It's going to be a little bit longer than stage 1, I would presume. I would double check that. Overall, stage 1 provided some good racing, but like I said, oh, little collection, and there they go. On lap 1 of stage 2, the big one happens again. This is what I talked about. Aggressiveness is going to pick up, and that's a bad sign. Who was that caused by? Big Hulk involved? Burden, I think, was majorly involved. Yeah, Burden goes from the top 5, a top 10 car, to the outside the top 20. Tough break for him. So Wesley took over the lead, or no, it's technically second, my apologies. Yoshi was able to hold on the restart on the bottom lane, was able to clear Wesley off of 2, and kept the lead. So lap 1 of stage 2, already our first caution of the stage. Let's see if they can get more than 1 lap under their belt. We're underway again in stage 2 after our first caution in stage number 2. We've had 3 overall tonight. Been a solid race, I would say. Lap cars have definitely been a factor, but overall they've been racing pretty solid. I'm hoping they keep it up. You're gonna have caution at Darlington. It's just about being patient. As they're going under the way, someone around in the back. Burning Rubber's got to let off a little bit. There you go. He did not wreck anyone. Good job by him. As we have a battle for the lead, Yoshi Racing being challenged by the 19 of Wesley. To the bottom he goes. To 1 and 2, this is going to be very hard for Yoshi to hold on to the lead here. It's going to get very tight as the outside lane, there's a hump there. It might affect him on corner exit. Into the wall he goes. There was room. It's just very hard to keep your car straight, especially on that hump. As here comes the 45. Nigel Racing. Nigel Speed, I think that's his username, is making moves on the inside of Kevin Yu. As Yoshi falls back to second, and Wesley takes the lead again. Oh, roars in the wall. Kevin Yu down to 4th. As they're 3 wide back here. This is not going to end well. Outsider lets up. Good job by him. As Banjo is trying to take some spots. Never mind. Here comes that guy Ty. Nope, he lets him go. Slurp sitting in 5th. Just really stuck behind these top 5 guys. I mean, there's really nowhere to go. Same with R4D. When you're really competitive and this speedy, like everyone is this fast, there's really no moves that can be made, especially at a tight track like this. I'll tell you who is trying to make moves is that 2-car, oh, someone to the wall, 38 of Flair, got into someone. K-Therms and Savage, I know them from the Premier Series and ODRL. They're really good drivers. Savage a little bit over-aggressive at times, but I'll give him respect. He does try to race his cleanest, as he's now inside the top 10. Battling with K-Therms, who's also in the Premier Series. Oh, into the wall he goes. I just jinxed him. Mello saves it. Good save by Mello. As Parker, aka Yoshi Racing, is being challenged for second by Nigel, who is the 45, making moves. Got around Kevin, trying to get up to second. Can he clear him? Still side by side down the backstretch. Here comes the 30 of R4D making a move on the 99 of Kevin. Here we're going to 3 and 4. Kevin gives a little bumper to the 45. Here they go off of 3. Super tight for Yoshi. 45 clears him. He's up to second. Parker down to 3rd. 4th is Kevin, and 5th is R4D as they stack up behind him. Oh, Yoshi running the top. Ripping it up there. He's going to fall back to third. Oh, Nigel got a little loose there. A little free out the corner, but kept it straight. R40 just sitting back here in fifth. Oh, into the wall. Nigel goes. Nearly slots it up. And they keep it again straight. Little tap of the wall by Nigel. Yoshi got into his back bumper, had nowhere to go. But I'm telling you who this benefits the most and who's loving this is the 19 of Wesley. They're all stacking up, aka holding one another up, and it's going to cost them in the long run as Wesley's going to try to pull away. They might have realized what Wesley's doing and they might work together now. But that's only if you trust the leader, Nigel, to keep up with him. Reagan also inside the top 10 for the first time tonight. As you see the 38 of R40 making a move on Kevin. Oh, Nigel ripping the top. Maybe tap the wall a little bit as he's going to take the run off of 4 and continue to lead in second. We'll continue to lead this little pack behind the leader who is just chilling right now with about, I think, 1.3 or 1.4 gap. As you see somebody around in the back. It was a 34 Banjo. He saved it, but that's a ton of time lost. As R4D is now making a move on the one car Parker, aka Yoshi Racing. So R4D is putting him down and putting him in their place. As he cannot make the move, he's going to fall back to fourth again. He's continued to stay where he was. Oh, they get a little free. To the apron, the 51 of Roars, 28 of Roars, my apologies, goes. But someone who is not worried about all of this chaos is this man. This man in the 19 running a throwback scheme is in domination mode right now. Pulling away from the field. Wesley is very big chillin' as of this moment. But yes, I don't know if this is a good time, but my voice is kind of dying. We're going to see some moves being made. But I'm going to go to Crank It Up. Oh, shoot. Keep it straight, guys. Alright. Alright, thank you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. We had to do that for a half a second. Thank you guys for enjoying the Crank It Up. Hopefully that was good. We saw a few moves. We saw Slight Savage make a move. I think it was a dive on someone and got around him. But someone who's fallen off a little bit, the 28, is being caught by, I think that's... Is it R4D again? Yeah, I think that's R4D who got free a little bit. But there's been a little change. Nigel got passed by the 45 of... by the one car of Yoshi, and the gap, while being a sizable, I feel like at this moment. We have some lap car, lap car, lap car, lap car. Lap car. I don't trust any lap cars at this moment. You gotta get around him, Wesley. Oh, that's a little aggressive. Feel bad for the 16, but you gotta get around him. But Slurp making the move for third. Gonna send it, gonna clear him. Here comes Kevin Yu as well. Good move by the 95 of Slurp. He's up to third. Oh, into the wall, Nitro goes. 2 lap cars into the mix of the top 5, and that's going to affect them. Actually, only 1 lap car. But still, we got some pit stops going underway. No, that's my imagination. That is the disconnection of one of the drivers in the 91. 16 still being a menace on the track as there's really nowhere to pass. He's got to let up and let him go. 16, get out of the way, please. Jesus Christ. Lap car, please get out of the way. You deserve that. You get out of the way of second and third. You do not contend that. I will continue to say this. Unless you're battling for the lead, unless you're fighting the first place car, you do not fight that. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good job. Get out of the way of Savage too. That's my #1 rule. You can fight the leader, but do not fight other cars who are not the leader. Is really, you're just screwing them over, and you're gonna piss them off. Is R40 making the move on Nigel? Here it comes. He cleans up the spot, and he's up to 5th. So now it's a competition. Oh, my apologies. That's for 6th back there. Roars is in 5th. Got back up to that spot. But still, the gap is pretty sizable. I would say 19 is vibing, chilling, relaxing, cracking them hands, cracking the knuckles, and saying, just keep battling, guys. I'm chilling right now in stage 2. He's like, I got an easy stage win as long as I execute my pit road execution perfectly. As long as I execute coming down pit road, not speeding, doing all the essentials, I will be right back. We're gonna go to the action spot before I head out. For 1 second, I'm gonna get some water. Alright. We're seeing a lot of cars come out of pit road. I am back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get some water. Someone that we... Oh, Banjo slow entering pit road. I think he entered it right. Wesley's still your leader. There was no change for second, so I saw a dive when I checked in. Oh, here comes Mello. Roars. K-Therm's got around Roars. He may have, I think K-Therm's pitted early. Yes, he did. Epic Gamer down pit road. We're going to see some pit strategies now. Early pit stops or late pit stops. We'll see what works out for anyone in this field. As Yoshi Racing gets around a lap car. 95 is Slurp being challenged. Oh my god, that car is in the wall still. Oh no. They keep it off of him. That was a 16, the green machine. As Yoshi was able to hold on over the 95. I remember Slurp, when I went away for a second to get some water, he was making a dive to the inside, and Kevin Yu a little bit into the wall. Thank you. Oh, here comes K-Therms. This is the only time I think it's acceptable, as long as he can get around them cleanly, as they're still side by side for second. Here comes the 95, he clears them. To second place he goes. Here comes Yoshi and K-Therms, who are both battling for position. That's their own little fight. But Slurp takes it over. He's got to lull these guys to get around him. Yoshi's going to be behind him. Here's the number one thing. They got to be a little patient. Slurp's got to realize they're on fresher tires, but he does not want them battling right ahead of him, as it's going to slow him up for the lead. For second place battle. But your leader, Wesley, still vibing at the moment. Just chilling. Relaxing, as we like to say. Nigel down to pit road, one of our leaders. Was inside the top 5 for the vast majority of the night in stage 2. Seeing how this strategy works out for him as he pits a little bit earlier. Here comes the one. He got a lane from K-Therms being up in front of the 95. Kevin Yu's going to be in the fray as well. See some more cars coming out of pit road. That's going to be the story. What is the key strategy? Here comes Yoshi Racing and Kevin, the leader down pit road as well. No, he did not pit. Apologies, it's only Yoshi Racing and Company. Savage, Kevin Yu around. Kevin Yu spins it off of pit road. Entering pit road, he spins. Your top 3 car, who's been really competitive, spins entering pit road. That's a costly mistake for stage chances, as the 19 gets a little freer entering pit road this time. He does. Let's see if it enters and execute perfectly. Look at the 95, Slurp gaining massive time. Good entry by the 95. He gains about 3/10 there. Beautiful execution by the 95. Sending it down pit road. He gains about 3/10 as everyone else follows him. Let's see if Nigel can jump the one car of Yoshi. He pitted before all the leaders. He's gonna jump the 2. It's gonna be tight. I don't think he will. Yeah, there's Yoshi. He's coming onto the track now. No! Nigel's speed, pitting early, is not going to work out for him, and that might cost him a stage 1, stage 2 potential victory. As they're coming out of pit road, Slurp beats him off. Slurp beat him out of pit road. Key positional change in stage 2. Here comes Yoshi Racing. Can Slurp get out of pit road quicker than Yoshi? Here he comes. Yoshi takes the lead. Slurp follows in second. The 60 car might be in position. I'll get a double check on that, as they're good on fuel now. Your leader is still going. It's ahead of them. It might be Reagan Boy, as we have 18 to go in stage 2. Slurp trying to get around the 60 as Reagan comes to pit road this time by. Tink's a little blocker in the 60 machine. Oh, the 15 in the wall, 16 gets right behind him. He's holding up the 95 of Slurp, who's trying to get up to Yoshi Racing, so this is... Oh, Yoshi gets a little free! This is what Yoshi wants. This is exactly what Yoshi needs, as Tinks is going to continue to rip the outside lane, going to make it difficult. Can Slurp clear him? He does. Oh, no, he lows walls him. A little bit of a wall there, but he keeps it straight. So now, there's no one in between Yoshi Racing and the 95 of Slurp, as we still have a car out on track who is still running. It is the outsider in the E8. He's coming to pit road this time. So this is your leader. This is your leader. Yoshi Racing is your new leader in Stage 2. As we're entering under 15 laps to go, Slurp on a little bit fresher tires is trying to hot down the leader of Yoshi. Wesley down to 4th. 5th is R4D, as you can see him in the background just trying to get a little bit of time. 6th is the 28 of Roars 51, last week's winner. But yes, we have a new leader in company. Yoshi is just trying to maintain the gap, but fresher tires of... Oh! It gets free! Into the wall he goes, Slurp to the lead! But don't look so quick! There's someone on his back bumper, and guess who it is? The guy who entered slower than him, the leader of the race just a minute ago, Wesley, the 19, the fastest car of the field, was very safe entering pit road, lost about 3/10 to the 95 who gained 3/10, and now it's going to be neck and neck between the top two. Yeah, Yoshi's car is very free exiting the corner, and it's really costing him, as that's why he got free up the corner. Really costed him a little bit of time, as Kink's Puddin', by the way, is a lap down. So that's something to monitor throughout this back half of this race. Who's going to get the free pass? 19 is all over the 95's back bumper. He gets a little free, but he's going to keep it straight. Fuel, by the way, should be good on fuel. It's going to be a competitive fight to the end, and Yoshi Racing is back into this fight. He's not done yet. He got a little free earlier, but now he's got the draft of the top two, and he should be a factor late in this show in Stage 2. Top 3 under a blanket. 4th back there is now R4D. Again, he's been able to stay there for a little bit. Gained a little bit of track position, maybe off pit road, as Yoshi Racing is pushing the 19 now. I think the 19 is his handling, and maybe draft is a little bit less, I guess, rewarding, as in clean air. He had a lot of speed, but right now he's being maybe sized up by the 1 already, as he's potentially going to be passed by Yoshi Racing again. Yeah, the 19 is not handling well, so we're going to have maybe potentially 2-lap cars going to be a factor at the end of the stage, as lap traffic at this track is always going to be a factor. Lap traffic is always something that Epic Gamer hopefully gets out of the way, as Yoshi Racing is making a move for second. Good job by Epic. Slow up a little bit more, buddy. No, 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 no. Oh, he's going to hold up the 19. He tried his best. At least he didn't wreck him. Good. I know it wasn't the best, but he did his best to get out of the way. Could have maybe checked up a little bit more, but he didn't wreck anyone, and he kept it straight. That's all I care about. So now that's 1-lap car out of the factor. We're going to have a few more ahead of the leader. It's really going to be about who can navigate these lap cars the best, because they all have similar speed. But now Slurp, your leader, we can see a green car, a black car, and some more green. The 16, the 24, I'm going to assume, in company. The 47 as well. They've been struggling tonight, as Nigel is trying to gain anytime he can on the front stretch. Yoshi Racing is trying to push him to get there, as we're under 7 laps to go in Stage 2. Slurp qualified, I think, top 5, has been running pretty solidly. He finally got an opportunity off this pit stop and has gained a ton of track position here. You can already see the move for second being underway, as the 1 car of Yoshi Racing is trying to take it again from Wesley. Caution is out. Mellow involved, Banjo involved, Savage involved, and Outsider. The small one is gonna make it an interesting stage finish. That changes up everything in Stage 2. Wow. All I can say is, wow. Of all times to have a caution, it's within 5 laps to go in Stage 2. This is going to be a 3-lap shootout, and I feel like we're going to have people who take 2 tires. There's no way somebody goes out of this stage and says, I'm just going to settle for a position. Someone's going to take 2 tires here, and I'm wondering who does it. I'm saying it right now. Someone's taking 2. I was mistaken. It's Slurp, though. Slurp still holds on to the lead. Slurp, Wesley, and Yoshi racing. Yoshi gets another opportunity on the outside of Slurp. 3 laps to go in stage 2. Yoshi, Slurp, side by side down the backstretch. Slurp gets a little free. Yoshi to the lead. Wesley on the back bumper. Here comes Roars. Yoshi's going to take that lead. He's going to try to hang on for 2 more laps unless they wreck in the back. 2 laps to go in stage 2. Slurp, Yoshi, Wesley, Roars, Kevin Yu. Savage is now inside the top 6. He's trying to get inside the top 5 back there in the 2 car. R40 right behind him. This is the corner where you may see some controversial moves being made at the end of the race. As we're entering 1 lap to go in stage 2. White flag is in the air. Can Yoshi do it again? Yoshi has been really good at Darlington so far. He's trying to win another stage alongside the 19. Here we go in the 3 and 4. Yoshi Racing is gonna steal both the stages. Back-to-back stage wins for Yoshi. He gets it done again in stage 2. Second is Slurp. Third is gonna be... Third is Wesley. 4th is Roars, and Kevin Yu finishes out your top 5. 6th is gonna be Savage, R4D. 7th, Nigel. 8th, Flair gets 9th, and Yoshi inside the top 10 for the first time tonight. Yoshi has been able to win both of the stages. He's been a really good car. I don't think he's been the dominant car. We've seen... Actually, I'm surprised. We've seen Kevin Yu. We've seen him gap the field. We've seen the 19 gap the field. But then they're doing something. Slurp even took the lead there. He may have won the stage if a caution doesn't come out. So, I don't know if he has the fastest car, but in the circumstances he's given, he's been able to take advantage of them. As we have some guys jumping everyone. That is the 2 car of Savage. Savage jumps everyone in the 45 and Nigel speed. And Savage is going to take the lead. Early on in stage 3, little corner between the 45 and the 95. Nigel on the top, 19 to the apron, into the wall he goes. That is Wesley. Heartbreak for Wesley. Keep it on the apron, buddy. He has time, the 5 car round. 5 car is having a rough night. He's had such a great season. Tonight is not his night. But now a 2-tire stop by the 2 car of Savage, hoping for a caution, which it is a mess back there. They're all jumbled up. They're all trying to save it. Here comes the 11 car of K-Therms to the masses. Contact 13 in the wall. Oh, 8-2 tie. Just turn right. Into the field he goes. I think he lost it on a seam, but my golly, that looked rough. Man, Savage is excited. He is cheering off his rear tail because now his 2-tire stop can convert to 4, and he's going to be inside the top 5 with track position. Give Savage track position, and he doesn't have to fuel save. He might have a chance at winning this. Tisk, tisk, tisk. So now we're going to shake up the field again. Wesley, the 19, who's been really, really good all night long. And we have another strategy. Here comes some more cars doing it. The 88. Some other guys aside. Let me try the same strategy as Savage and see it works out for me. The 34 Banjo, the 88 of Vernon. They're jumping the field trying to gain some track position. Savage slides up in front of Slurp. He's up to third. Your leader, Vernon, Banjo, side by side. Oh, into the wall they go. Maybe a little contact. Oh, 99 and Kevin, the wall. Oh, into the field he goes. And the big one happens behind him. Only 2 cars go around. Another car goes around. They're still wrecking the front. There goes the 45 and Nigel. And that's the big one. I'm about to scream at him. You guys do not want to recreate Richmond NXT. I swear. If you guys could recreate Richmond NXT, I will scream at you guys. I am not doing that tonight. Here we go. Burning Rubber, the 2-car on the front row. Here we go. We are underway again in stage 3. It's been a chaos-filled stage, similar to how NXT was in stage 3. I don't want to bring horror flashbacks to anyone, a Mets fan especially, even though he's hacked by Brad, or what was his name? Let me recheck. Oh my God! The 95 of Slurp saves it! What a save! And around they go still. They still wreck, and the big one happens again. The whole field involved. Jesus Christ, clean it up. Patrick is gonna get pissed. Guys, come on. You guys can do it. You guys were so good in stage 1. I was like, this is gonna be a great race. Then Savage takes the lead and you guys somehow lose brain cells. And guess who took second? Roars. Roars! Who was just involved in a wreck. Good God. Guys, clean up. I understand. It's hard, but you guys can be patient. There's patience that needs to be had. You guys are racing one another. Race for respect. You guys know one another. You guys have been racing with one another for years at this point in this game. No excuses. Clean it up. Darlington's hard, but it's no excuse for a league. You guys have been doing well. You guys did well last week. I respected the road course racing. You guys did your best. Continue it. You guys have been racing so far. And another guy, outsider. Keep it clean. Let off if you're loose. And around they go again. Roars, walls, Savage a little bit. They keep it straight, but there's a huge one behind them. I see, Yoshi. Yeah, you are cooking, Yoshi. Well, Yoshi's up to 4th, Cowboy Tech. My man is surviving the chaos and just gaining positions one at a time. He was almost... Yoshi was in the rear of the field at the beginning of this race, and now he's inside the top 5. Off these cautions. This is crazy. Madness is happening as Roars is going to take the lead. Here comes the 88. Back to the bottom, and Kevin, you just hit the apron. Kevin, you just hit the apron. Oh my god. Damn it! Come on, Kevin! Of all people! No! Oh my gosh, he hit the apron, damn! Guys, they're asking how did Moyer get to top 8, top 10? Where is he? This guy, I think this guy's been lapped. Yeah, no, he's been in situations all night long, and he's inside the top 10. I think the issue now is that they're doing exactly what NXT did, just trying to push when you don't have the car to push. You guys need. Just remember, there's still 50 laps to go! There's still 50 laps to go, guys! We still have a long-ass race! You guys got time to clean it up. This is why, don't be so down on yourselves. Just don't sit on the apron like you guys are. You don't have to be so defensive. It's not Richmond. There you go! Someone in the wall back there. Keep it straight, guys. Side by side between the top 3. Yoshi up to second. That 24 green machine is making moves. Yoshi and Yoshi pushing one another. The Yoshi brothers. It's the red Yoshi and the green Yoshi. So Roars, last week's winner, made a little move on Savage, but it worked and he got up to the lead after a caution, a few cautions in stage 3. Savage in the wall, keep it straight. Think he does. So now Yoshi is now the defender, or the, I guess, the leader of the race has to defend from a hungry car pack. A hungry pack of cars is their 3 wide back here. Oh, into the wall, someone back there goes. Kevin Yu trying to make moves to get up to the front as he hit the apron. Few laps to go. Yoshi Racing sitting in 3rd. Guess who's back there in 4th? That is Parker, but being passed up. Or no, my apologies. That is the 36 of Reagan being passed up by his teammate. Technically not teammates. The 38 of R4D, who's got some speed. Savage right behind him. Oh, contact. Little over-aggressive by R4D. Oh, my God. Poor R4D in the wall. He got contact. And that's Savage's race over. That's his race over. Overly aggressive driving. Luckily, I think he relatively kept it straight, but lost a ton of track vision, and that is basically his race over as Yoshi Racing got around Yoshi, the green Yoshi, pretty quickly there for second. As now it's going to be a duel between Roars and Yoshi Racing. I have to preference that. Caution is out. Yeah, 88 of Burning. The 19 of Wesley around in the back. And Wesley literally was involved in that wreck, but decides, let me throw 2 tires on that shit and let me get up to the front. Track position is the key. Here we go. We're underway again. Roars gets jumped by Yoshi Racing as they're side by side entering turn 1 after our 5th or 6th caution in stage 3 alone. 38 to go in stage 3. Here comes Yoshi on the outside, able to keep the momentum. Here comes Roars in the 28 machine. You got to be patient here. How quickly can they get around the 19? Here comes the other Yoshi, the 24 green Yoshi coming to the back in the fight. 19 gets down as Parker, aka Yoshi Racing, in the wall. Oh, and there goes all of his track position as he's going to try to stay out of everyone's way. He does a pretty swell job, I would say, as DJ Boston gets right behind him. Good job by Parker. He tried his best to keep out everyone's way, but now it's opened the door for Roars. That's the problem with the outside lane in turn 1. It is very easy to get hooked on the wall. You'll see. Oh, Yoshi gets free. Kevin Yu, no! Nigel, over-aggression, should have let up, and he's going to kill the field. There they go. Jeez, and now back up to the lead. Alright. Who is our new leader? It's a flipping diamond R4D and Nigel. Nigel was just involved in that wreck, but he jumps a ton of positions up to second. R4D, though, is your biggest winner. We have a new guy, the 82. And I don't know who that is. Is that the... It's a green machine. Oh, no. He's getting involved. As they're getting free behind him. Oh, my God. They're 4 wide. Jesus. There's going to be a big one. They're wrecking. There's no way they keep it straight here. Roars and the 19 of Wesley dueling for 4th. 82 of that guy Ty. Oh, Wesley used Roars up. Here comes Banjo taking the spots. Where is the 47 going? He's all the way under the apron. Alright, back up to the lead. 45 of Nigel. The 82 of that guy Ty. And there's one car holding them all up. Oh, around in the back they go again. Kevin Yu. So, who is our leader? R4D. Guys, R4D capitalizes on... They're doing 2-tire stops, and when people see someone hitting the wall, instead of maybe checking up, every single one of them just decides to full throttle it. Which is definitely an interesting strategy. I can't knock him for trying, though. I mean, you're trying to gain position, but at the same time, I feel like at this point in the race, this is why I believe having maybe one Discord channel is the best situation, because Mello can actually scream at all the drivers for their driving right now and tell them all to focus the fuck up. As we see Savage get absolutely walled back there as they're going to be wrecking again. 15 in the wall. Outsider not letting up. Gotta let up, Wyatt. There you go. Oh no, it's the back bumper of the 15. As they're battled for second, Banjo trying to duel up to second. Him and his team, I don't know what they consider themselves, the 30 R40 and company. I think they consider themselves teammates, but Banjo's up to second. Here comes Kevin Yu, though, making the move as they're getting free behind him. Where is the one car of Yoshi going? He's got to let up more. As we sent someone around, I don't know who that was, but that's the end of their race until we have a next caution. As Outsider spins on the apron. And he's going to collect some more. No caution. Keep it green. Skill issue. R4D is leading. Good battle between Epic Gamer and the one car. Good battle between the Yoshi and Epic. Yoshi should be able to clear him. Oh, Slurp! A little loose by the 12. Hopefully Slurp can get around him. As R4D is relishing in the chaos as he was able to gain a ton of track position. Someone else in the wall. Caution is out. 47 around. 13 around. 24 potentially around. Alright, guys. Guess got one more opportunity. No, I'm not taking. We had 25 cars in the field. There's no excuse for that. I'm giving you guys one more shot. And then I'm going to go off on you guys. You guys are doing so well. You're literally recreating NXT. Solid stage 1 and 2s. And then you absolutely shit the bed when it matters the most in stage 3. K-Therms is going to pull off. He accidentally did not pit. Good job. I know he's a good, clean driver. I've raced with him a ton. K-Therms pulls off. Moyer, on the other hand, stays in the field. He's going to take over the lead. He's going to be a little bit slower. Here comes the 12 car of Epic Gamer trying to capitalize on Moyer. They're going to stack up behind him. R4D walls the 12 car a little bit. Moyer gets out of the way. Good job by him. As they're all scraping the wall. Nowhere to go. So now the leader battle is on. The lead battle is on. Roars sliding up the track a little bit. 16 the wall. Got to keep in the wall if you hit the wall. Oh, 2-car round. And there they go. The big one behind them. Alright, guys. I will be sending a strongly worded letter to Melodramatic. I don't even consider this a race. I just call this Demolition Derby in stage 3. I mean, there's some racing. I mean, obviously R4D, Kevin Yu, and Banjo, or someone, the leader is obviously trying to race. I mean, obviously he's just trying to have fun and race. But there's other guys in the series that I'm starting to realize are maybe not qualified to be here, and it's showing at the moment. But at the same time, they did so well at a road course. I understand there's no cautions in that series, but you should not be doing this bad. I hate this track too. But patience is a virtue. And oh my god. Yoshi, keep it in the wall. Keep it straight, guys. You guys can do it. Come on. Let up if you guys have to. You guys don't have to send it every 3 laps to the bottom if someone gets free. Oh, someone hard into the wall back there. Gonna slow them up. Savage on the bottom, Tinks on the outside. As Wesley is now back inside the top 5 for the first time tonight. Slurp! Oh, around someone goes in the rear. That's a problem. They're entering too low. Like, you can't enter on the apron. As Slurp now inside the top 5 for the first time since the beginning of the race. He's been very quick. Stage 2 we saw that he had speed. Wesley in the 19, he has speed. The 1 car of Yoshi Racing won both stages. He has speed. They're now back inside the fight. All we need is a green flag run as Kevin Yu, the initial leader of this race before a lap car wrecked him. He led in stage 1. A lap car got in his way, turned him around, and now he's back into the position that he belongs and deserves. As he's going to be leading with under, I think, 30 laps to go in stage 3. If they can redeem themselves and run this last section of the race, green flag racing, I will give them credit. 11 laps to go. 11 to go. Kevin Yu, R4D, and Wesley in third. Kevin Yu has yet to win. Oh, and around they go in the back. Guys, this is your own league that you're representing. We had such a good look last week. It was competitive, it was clean. I loved the strategy. I know it's an oval, but good God. God. Alright, here we go again. As the battle for supremacy at Darlington after a rough stage 3 to say the least. Kevin Yu has officially taken over the lead again, but R4D is gonna be there. Here we go off of 3. Off of 2. Around they go again. Who cares about them? Do they collect the field? Yeah, that's going to be a caution. I do care about that. Roars is up to third, muscling his way through there. But the battle for the win is on. Banjo or R4D and Kevin Yu, you're 1-2. And around they go, the big one happens behind him. Whole field just died. Six laps. We're gonna enter under 3 to go. So it's gonna be a green light checkered. I'm watching Yoshi racing. He hit the apron and spun himself out. Oh my God. He hit the apron. Mistakes happen. I'll give Yoshi a break because he's been really good tonight, but everyone else, that's his first mistake. Apron touch is going to happen. But everyone else, they don't get a lucky break from me. And I swear, if Banjo or Kevin Yu don't get, or R4D or Kevin Yu don't get the win, I'm going to be absolutely fuming for them. Because they deserve this win over everyone else in this field. Because they've been up front the last 3 restarts. And now they go again. R4D, Kevin Yu, 2 laps to go. Can they make it to the white flag? That is the real question. Can this series officially end it under green? And around they go again. They gotta make it to the white flag. And they can't even do that. Jesus. Yeah, I can already see Yoshi getting punted, slammed, bamboozled, slapped, bitch slapped around. Good God. I can't defend this. This is, they said, okay, I'll give a disclaimer. They did say it was really bad last time. But stage 1 and 2 really impressed me. I thought it was great. Sure, there were some lap cars maybe affecting a little bit, getting in the way. But they were actually racing with respect. In stage 3, though, everyone is going everywhere. They don't care. They're sending it on the apron. They're spinning themselves out. And it continues to be Kevin Yu and R40. Come on. Let's make it a white flag. Second overtime restart tonight. Here we go again in stage 3. R4D and Kevin Yu, Banjo into the fight now. He got a good restart on the inside lane. Oh, Kevin Yu in the wall! Here comes R4D! R4D to the lead. Banjo to second. Roars is going to be up to third. Can they make it to the white flag before wrecking? Into the wall, a lot of guys go. Around they go. Can R4D make it to the white flag? No, he cannot. Caution is out. Heartbreak for R4D. Kevin Yu is out of the fight as he got involved in an incident. Oh my god. R40 is devastated right now. So close to a win. I'm only interviewing the winner. I'm confirming that right now. Only the winner gets interview. I might bring in Mello, but I'm not interviewing it. I might, if it's R4D, I'll maybe interview him, but I'll do top 3, but we'll discuss. Yeah, I can do top 3. I might do only the winner. We'll see. I want to see who wins first and foremost. Alright, here we go. Another restart. Second overtime restart. Third, I think, in my opinion. Third overtime restart. Here we go. 2 laps to go. Can they get to the white flag? Can they officially finish this catastrophe finish of a race? Wars is up to second. And they just got walled. I don't know who that was. I think that was the 34, maybe? The 82 guy Ty, as they're coming to 3 and 4. Here we go to the white flag. Can R4D to the white flag this time by? White flag is in the air, presented by Credit One Bank. Roars right behind him. Can we get a good finish? Here we go off of 1 and 2. Please do not wall him. No, R4D in the wall. Here comes the 28 of Roars. Savage involved. Here we go to 3 and 4 for the last time. Into the wall they go. Caution is out. And that officially gives Roars a back-to-back win. Of course it ends under yellow. The irony. The irony. Well, at least he got a double win. At least he got the win. Congrats to Roars. We're only doing 1 interview. I'm gonna get R40 in here, just so he can let out his thoughts as well. I might bring in Savage, because that was, to say the least, a absolutely horrendous shit show. That was bad. That was a caution-filled stage 3. I did not like what I saw at all. That was, ugh, to say the least. Fastest lap, like it matters, is Yoshi Racing. Won 2 stages. Yeah. Congrats to him. I'm not impressed. No, the whole league as a whole. That was not good. That I feel so bad for R40 and Kevin, because Kevin was so good on the restarts, kept his foot in it, and then he gets walled just because he runs wide in one corner. This, Hi. 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 Trust me, I had to watch that. It Alright, who finished? I think it was R40, right? R40. Oh, did he? Okay. Alright, we're gonna talk to Savage first, then make sure you include your audio. Alright, Savage, to say the least, chaotic. You did some, I think you did some pit strategy. Took two tires in stage 3, got some track position, and then, would I describe it? All hell broke loose, and you fell back a little bit, and then, I mean, just got through the madness that was the midfield. Give me your thoughts at the end there, just trying to get through whatever the hell was going on throughout the field.
I mean, I don't know what happened really at the end of the race there. I mean, the racing was great
They
all
were
night
racing
long.
so good.
Yeah,
I
we were
know,
racing
stage 2
great.
was so
So
good.
I don't know what happened. I think people might have just got impatient and just said screw it, and then everybody just was like screw it, I guess. So there was a couple people that kept clean even though all that madness was happening. So shout out to them because I know it's hard to do that. But other than that, thought I had it there. Thought I was close. But yeah, shout out to Roars. So yeah, I had some fun though.
You know, yeah, that caution. I don't know what could have happened in turn 3 if that caution didn't come out. Either way, Savage, your first top 10 in the series. I don't know how to describe that. That kind of looked like NXT a little bit last week, which is not a good sign. But at the same time, I don't. Bad races happen. I was warned, but still, congrats on your top 3 finish. Your first top 10 of the season. Good points day for you, Savage. Good luck going forward.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Alright, so we're going to move on to someone, in my opinion, where, I mean, you had the best restarts for majority of stage 3, and then the caution kept coming out R4D. You kept beating Kevin Yu to the restart zone. You kept getting to 3 and 4, and then a caution would come out, kept coming out, and how were your thoughts going through the last few laps as people just kept rucking behind you and you just so close, and then at the end there just getting muscled out, losing the lead to Roars, and sadly finishing second.
Um, I was, oh, dang, that really sucks. But I was very happy that we made it to the white flag, and I knew Rory was a lot faster on the short run, so I was like, I'm gonna have to hold him off, and I went a little wide, and then Heat 5 physics happened. I hit the glitch and smacked the wall. But congrats to him, and it was good racing with him all day.
Yeah, R4D, yeah, overall a great night, good points day. I kind of feel bad for you because if there was not a million cautions, maybe it's a different story. But at the same time, still a top 3 finish. Congrats on that. I think it's your second place finish this season.
Thank you.
Alright, we're gonna move on to someone who won back to back. This time, Roars, it's a little bit different. This race is a lot more chaotic. But at the same time, you did again what you did last week. You ran a throwback scheme. What was your throwback scheme this tonight? What was your throwback? For anyone who wants to know.
I think I just included my audio. Uh, my throwback was a throwback to Smokey Eunuch. Um, he was known for a lot of his ingenuity and like trying to bend around the rules in NASCAR. And I always just thought his old 13 car with the black and gold looked really awesome. So uh, that was motivation for that scheme. Although, I mean, I can sit here and say I'm glad I won, but I mean, I was proud of myself for how I raced the first 2 stages. I think I did fine overall, but the third stage, short runs are not my strength right now, and uh, my biggest apologies once again go to Banjo. I don't know what it is about him and me. He is insanely fast, and we're always near each other on the track, and I couldn't get off of him tonight, and uh, I owe him 1,000 apologies, and at least if I can push him to a win or something, I owe him at least one or two of those. Um, like I said, there are things I did right, and there was a lot I did wrong. Um, and I'm not trying to place blame on anything, but the just all those cautions and short runs. Um, I don't know. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with myself. I'm not happy with how this all went down. Hell, even Joey, I got underneath of him. Did I put you in the wall? I didn't try to.
No, no, you didn't. You're good.
You did not hit the wall on that last lap?
No, I did, but it was I hit the glitch.
Okay. Well,
Glitch off of 2.
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
at least I can say that I didn't put you on the wall, I guess. At the time, I was trying to let off the throttle to give you a shot to get at least next to me. And then the caution came out. Uh, I would have much rather raced us. I would have much rather finished second in that situation just because, Joey, I think you deserved it, and um, I just wanted to race to the line, and that just seemed impossible tonight, especially at the end.
I think it might have been
Yeah,
Uh,
a good
no.
thing we did it. I think the team was gonna kill you.
oh,
No, there was
that's the other
definitely. I
thing. I was
think
just
there was
trying to
gonna be
make sure
death.
he didn't get by us.
Yeah, I was gonna let off and then try to get under you because I knew he would
Yeah,
send you guys. I was like, this could be it. And that
yeah.
caution
When
came
I
out.
saw that two coming, I was like, uh-oh.
Hey,
So I don't know.
hey. Either way, you still got their second win on the season, back to back. I know it definitely. I think this race as a whole was a wash, but overall, I mean, this still is in the record books. Another win for the former champion of the Franks Cup Series Roars to get back-to-back wins, Canadian Tire, and now you show up and. Well, yes, you weren't maybe a factor. You were running inside the top 5, I think, all night long. But
Hmm.
stage 3 is where we finally saw you maybe get some track position, able to make moves, and then restart at the restart. You finally took advantage on, I think, the 4th or 5th restart where you got, I think, maybe, I don't know what happened to Kevin. I think he slapped the wall exactly like R4D, and he fell all the way back. But you're able to capitalize on that, took second, and then you're able to work your way around R4D. Either way, that's another win on the season. Congrats, Wars. Any special shoutouts?
First off, thank you. Shout out to you for sticking around for that shit show. And shout out to James for putting on a good league. Um, I don't know that as much as I love league racing, I really love doing this shit. Um, I'm, and I think it's awesome that we have what 25 to 30 people in this league right now. I don't know what the number is, but nights like this make me yearn for the old days of just smaller lobbies. Uh, like, um, because that's just it's hard to do this on a track like that, and unfortunately, some of our prophecies came true. I didn't want it to end up like that, but still, thank you to all the guys that raced me and raced me clean. Nigel was doing awesome. Again, Joey, I think you were the deserving winner. Because I mean, personally, I won't say that, but um, there's a few other people. I'm trying to think. Ty ran a really good race. James ran really well. Um, I think Parker and I raced fairly well. I tried to let him go because he was a rocket ship, especially on those short runs. Uh, I tried to stay out of people's way tonight, but again, I have a lot of work to do. I need to get better. Uh,
Gotcha. Well, I mean, a lot of work to do and still getting wins. I mean, I'll take that. Either way, congrats. Hopefully we'll hear from you next week as we usually do top 3 interviews. But congrats on the win again, and have a good night, man.
Thank you. You too.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give my final thoughts on this race as a whole. To say the least, I was not impressed, but I'll give the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to be like Mets. You guys showed that you guys can race, but the thing is that you guys got over your head, got way overly aggressive, decided to be stupid, entering the corner way too low on the apron, spinning yourselves out. Even the good guys in the series that I know and really run clean were making rookie mistakes. Darlington is a tight track. Technically, it is a big field, but could have done a lot better. Some guys just think there needs to be a little bit more practice between the leagues. I think communication. I feel like we need to have guys where if you guys see someone letting up, let up, hit the brakes. I know you may get run over, but I think, in my opinion, if they learn how to work around, if they see someone get free, don't instinctively hit the brakes to get around them. It's not ARCA. I'll just say that much. Do not hit the brakes if you see someone getting free. It's not ARCA. But overall, finish, I don't know how to describe it. Stage 1 and 2, though, I'll give you guys props. It was fun to watch. I love watching you guys. I'm just honestly disappointed, to say the least. Mello hopefully talks with admins, etc. Talks about the drivers. Talks have a meeting with them this week because they need to clean it up for next week. I'll get the schedule for you guys for next week's race. Where are they racing next week?
Indy.
Indy? Okay. That could be a rebound.
Hopefully that'll go better.
I'm hoping you guys. Yeah, I'm hoping for a rebound race. You guys can do a lot better. I won't be too down on you guys as the stream was kind of downer because we kept having cautions and end of a caution, which is unfortunate. I really wanted some green flag racing at the end there, but we weren't able to get it. Overall, though, Darlington's done with racing. I don't know. Stage 1 and 2 were good. Stage 3 was abysmal. But Indy should be a fun one. I think it'll be cleaned up. They're going to have discussions, hopefully, and we'll see you guys next week.